Place by Mary Baker Eddy. The place you seek is seeking you. The place you need needs you. Divine principle brings need and supply together for mutual good. God wisely, intelligently, and lovingly controls, guides, protects, prospers, and blesses this union of His idea, man, and his normal activity, work. It does not take time to build up your place or your work, for it is impossible for there to be an idea without its place, and the place is fully developed, as is the idea that fills it. The place must meet all the needs of the idea, if it is provided by principle. All you need to do is to see to it that your consciousness is fully prepared, enlarged, purified, uplifted, joyous, expectant of infinite good, so that no sense of limitation may hinder the full manifestation of God's will for His idea, and you know that God's will for His idea is perfection, nothing less. All we need to change is our sense of discord to the consciousness of harmony, divine government. Who says I have finished my work here and must seek another place? God alone outlines and directs. You do not know whether it is right to stay here or go, accepting as the steps are put before you day by day. Even if our desires are in line with progress, we must surrender all human will and planning before we can take steps aright. There is no human will and planning, no material planning in divine mind. Therefore, you have not the power or the inclination to express such falsehoods. All is patient, calm obedience, because God is all in all and everywhere. All is quiet, loving, scientific harmony. God is right where you live. Stand still and lift up your vision. There is no human tyrant, no cruelty, no tempter, lust, greed, injustice, self-righteousness anywhere to personify themselves. There is no expression of them in your environment. There are no such claims to distress, oppress, to hold you down. God's being is infinity, freedom, harmony, and boundless bliss, science and health. And you reflect God. So work for consciousness of harmonious activity and clear all sense of person, either good or bad person, and know that you serve the Lord Christ, and know that nothing can hinder, delay, or limit God-directed and God-protected and God-placed activity. You cannot change environment. We can only change our sense of environment. And we can never do this in any way but through elevation of our own thoughts about things. God is the only environment. We have to clear our vision, sweep away the rubbish of fear, impatience, and false estimates of our fellow man, and know that the one mind shines through all and governs all. You do not have to plan, to think how or when or where. That is God's business. Your business is to carefully reflect, listen to, and obey when this call comes. The divine will is clearly and always calling to us all the time and telling us of the will of the Father. But we are so bent on having our own way of doing things, instead of knowing they are already done, that half of the time we do not hear what God is saying. God's will is intelligently expressed and will intelligently meet your need by destroying your sense of fear. You really have no need, for you are already complete in God. God is thinking, and you reflect God's thoughts. God is working, and nothing else can. God is outlining, directing, and no one can stay his hand or say unto him, "What doest thou?" God will tell you what to do about your work. He will unfold each step. So don't get worried or anxious or impatient. He has infinite good in store for you. Just work to know that you are receptive to it. We need to know that malpractice cannot argue disintegration of church, families, or friendships. We need to know that divine mind builds up and holds together and prospers. The divine and perfect law of adjustment, operating through the ever-present law of attraction, is bringing to you all that belongs to you. Realize for yourself daily, more than once, that the fields are already white for harvest, that divine love always has met and always will meet every human need. Science and Health. The need of work, as well as any other need, is met. Mind is active, and you reflect the divine activity, that there is plenty of work for all, and that yours belongs to you, and no one else can do it, and it comes to you direct, and the supply is abundant. And know all the time that this is so. Never let a sense of lack of anything for a moment stay with you. It is rank error and breeds all sorts of disease and difficulties. God is abundance and supplies only abundance. The demonstration of this is an abundance of light, love, truth, and intelligence for all our material needs. Keep your aim, stick to your text, and have faith in your understanding of Christian Science. Place. First of all, we must know that principle and no one else does the placing. Paul says, "For in him we live, move, and have our being." This knowing that man, God's idea, is already in his right place, does the healing work. For that place is in mind, right now, and therefore his need is already supplied by divine mind, love. So dwelling in this consciousness will bring into human experience that which we need, whether it be home or any other good thing, because this state of consciousness excludes every wrong thought, such as mortal verdicts or overcrowded conditions, no good place, fear, indecision, lack, etc., and renders them null and void. And then the facts of being come to light and are manifested in more harmonious experiences. Having cast your net on the right side, you find your need supplied. Just refuse to accept any man-made verdict as your own opinion or thinking. Know that all thoughts come from Divine Mind, and the true thoughts dispel all evil beliefs about place, etc., and their seeming effects go with them. It is right for you to be with your own kind of people, and trusting Him with all your heart will open the way. Remember, mind has infinite resources, so do not limit yourself in any way. There is no law of malicious malpractice acting through any condition or circumstance that can hinder or obstruct for an instant the perfect and complete manifestation of God's plan for you, here and now.